authentic relationships, having healthy relationships, building an authentic relationship, something we all want. We'll talk about how to do it next.
Dr. Gregory Jantz is a best-selling author of over 45 books and the founder of the Center A Place of Hope, voted a top 10 center for depression treatment in the U.S. As the pioneer of whole person care, Dr. Jantz is known as the messenger of hope. Now the nation's expert on anxiety, depression, substance abuse, relationships, trauma, and PTSD, here is Dr. Gregory Jantz.
First of all, an authentic relationship, it is rooted, I made a note of this, it is rooted deep in honesty. Three things. Honesty, which I can be honest and you don't have to be afraid of me hurting you. It's rooted in trust. And it's, again, you can count on the things I say or do. There's trust. Doesn't mean we're perfect, but there is trust, and I don't have a pattern of breaking trust. I don't have a pattern of broken promises. And then finally, the third ingredient is vulnerability. What's that mean? I am not hiding. I am telling you the truth about who I am and what I'm struggling with, and whether it's a struggle or it's positive. I can be vulnerable because, first of all, there's honesty and trust. Vulnerability means I've let down the pretense or the false walls of thinking I have to protect myself. I'm vulnerable to you because I trust you, because I know that you have my best interest in mind, because I know that you will care in your response and care for me. I know that you will be there for me. That's what we're talking about. Honesty, trust, and vulnerability. Now, why does this matter? Why does authenticity matter? Think about it. You're probably drawn towards people that are this way. You may not have that word for it, but you may migrate towards situations where you feel safe, or people you feel safe, you feel respected, you feel seen, you feel acknowledged. Remember the three basic human needs to be understood, which means a little deeper than just listened to or heard. I'm listened to on a deeper level. To feel understood, to feel accepted, which means love. I feel a sense of acceptance. Acceptance does not imply agreement. If I accept you, it doesn't mean I agree with everything you say or do. And then finally, affirmation, to be affirmed, a sense that I have value and I have value to you. So when you think about, okay, those three basic human needs, understood, acceptance, and affirmed, are a part of being an authentic person in a relationship. Have you noticed this? A surface relationship will leave us feeling lonely, unfulfilled, probably disconnected. And this is one area that social media can promote. I know it can feel like, oh yeah, everything's great, but it's not. And you're going to be left feeling lonely and potentially isolated. All right. Authentic connections will contribute to emotional well-being and resilience and overall health. Authentic connections contribute to emotional well-being, resilience, and overall health. Wow. Being authentic, though, doesn't mean that I'm oversharing. Being authentic means I do have appropriate boundaries. I cannot be vulnerable to everyone and overshare with everybody, right? So keep that in mind. Authentic also knows and has a discernment and a understanding who I share with and who I don't. All right. Strategies for building these healthy, authentic relationships. Number one, here we go. We got to cultivate self-awareness. This begins with knowing yourself. If you don't know your values, your needs, or your emotions, and you have a hard time managing those three deadly emotions, anger, fear, or guilt, then you're not healthy emotionally, and it's hard to be authentic in a relationship if I'm struggling with a lot of anger, hurt, fear, anxiety, guilt, shame. So that's going to be the poisons or the toxins that's going to spread out and really ruin that relationship. All right. Notice, here's what we all, the self-awareness. Notice, when I made a note, when you're tempted to edit yourself or change your personality, edit your personality to fit in with a person or fit in with a group, or to feel like you matter, maybe, or even to impress. Authentic means I'm being me. I don't have to impress. I'm me, and you're comfortable in that. All right. So self-awareness just means notice when I may be tempted to do that. Self-awareness also helps you recognize when you drift from your true self. You kind of have that guide. Oh, I'm drifting. And you pull yourself back. I said something that wasn't true to my values, and then you pull yourself back. You have that self-awareness. All right. Number 2, practice presence. For us in such a split attention, distracted world, where maybe you have partial attention every time you're with somebody. Wow. To really practice presence, to have that eye contact and not allow all the disruptions, to really enter in and be present. We do that through eye contact, through body language, through engagement with questions. We do that through showing interest. The key is, when I'm with somebody, really work on being with them. I know our mind wanders, absolutely. And I know a wandering mind, you can get distracted, and but we're going to keep working on being fully present, giving that person value. All right. It also sets us up for more deeper conversation. Number 3, be open and vulnerable at the right time. Being authentic doesn't mean spilling. This is important. Be open and vulnerable at the right time. So in my notes, I said being authentic doesn't mean spilling your whole life story in 5 minutes. No. Being vulnerable means at the right time, with the right person, in the right situation. Wow. Vulnerability is a process. It's not a performance. And you do learn to be you and to trust you. Being real means that I have a sense of discernment when it's safe to open up and share. And I honor those own emotional boundaries that I have. I honor those. All right. And here we go. The most authentic relationship in the world is being honest to yourself. And I'm going to say having a compass. For me, it's a compass with what I feel, how I feel God is leading. And that's just me. And making sure that everything's in line with my faith values. All right. Here we go. Number 4. Seek out others who value authenticity. Seeking out others who value. What's that look like? Oh, you look for people that are open, curious, they're emotionally available, they're usually full of gratitude, and you kind of migrate towards them and you feel, and there's an optimism. And we love people like this. So the first thing you're going to look for, that sounds like and looks like a grateful person. Wow. So pay close attention. How you feel when you're around a person. Do I feel slimed? Do I feel uplifted? Do I feel grateful? What's the emotion when I'm around this other person? And really, the bottom line is authentic relationships happen when both people are willing to be real. So we want to ask deeper questions. And as you do that, you do learn pretty quick, oh, okay, who's really open to what I'll call a heart level conversation. These mean a great deal. These are conversations that really can be life-changing because you're building trust, somebody that believes in you, And I know for me, it was a person that entered my life, and they would say it. I believe in you. I'd be with a challenge. They would say, I believe in you. But they had to come to that place so they really knew me and could really, truly say, I believe in you. All right. Here's my final thoughts. We all long for relationships to be genuine, safe, and shall we say soul nurturing. And it takes courage. If you've been hurt, I got to be willing to start over. If it means that I got to practice and learn skills over and over, do it. So start with self-awareness, work on being fully present, open up and share, have emotional discernment at the right time with the right people, and surround yourself with people who really believe in you. All right. Just some thoughts to consider. You'll know when this is happening. And by the way, if you find that's not happening, take a look at okay, what is it that could be toxic about me, or what am I radiating out there that communicates, could communicate distrust, communicate unhappiness, but what am I radiating that is keeping others from entering in with me? All right, just some thoughts about being authentic and having those relationships. Just think, the next 30 days, I work on these things, work on my self-awareness, I work on really being fully present with people. I learn to practice opening up at the right time with the right people. I surround myself with other people who desire authentic relationships. Maybe I put myself in a self-help group of some sort, and I practice and I hone these skills. Just think, wow, what could 30 days difference be? So there's hope. And don't give up if you've been hurt or traumatized. There's a role in authentic relationships when I rebuild for forgiveness. And for more on that, and if you need recovery from forgiveness, Triumph Over Trauma. That's my book on trauma. I just noticed it. It's right back there. It's got a little green on it. Triumph Over Trauma. And we've got to look at, okay, there may be some things I need to overcome before I can be fully present, before I can truly give to others. All right, there's hope.